Welcome second year BSc student, paper number MTH 301, calculus of several variable. Video number 25, unit number 3, Taylor's theorem and extreme value, and this is video of necessary and sufficient condition of extreme value. Dear friend, first subscribe my YouTube channel PV Patil. First, definition of absolute and relative maximum. Definition of maximum: a function f of xy up to variable x and y is said to have absolute maximum if there exists a point AB of its domain R such that a function have absolute maximum such that f of AB greater than or equal to f of a plus h b plus k for all h and k. Means f of AB is highest value for every value of h and k. Here f of AB is called absolute maximum of f of xy on domain R. Then f of AB is called maximum value, absolute maximum value of function f of xy, because f of AB is greatest value for all the value of h and k. Similarly, absolute and relative minima. A function f of xy up to variable x and y is said to have absolute minimum if there exists a point AB of its domain R such that a function f of xy is said to be absolute minimum if f of AB is less than or equal to f of a plus h b plus k. Means f of AB is minimum value for all value of h and k. Here f of AB is called absolute minimum of f of xy on the domain R. Means f of AB less than or equal to f of a plus h b plus k for all value of h and k, then f of AB is minimum value of function f of xy. And similarly, if f of AB greater than or equal to f of a plus h b plus k for all value of h and k, then f of AB is called maximum value of function f of xy. Necessary condition for extreme: if f of xy has an extreme value at point AB and if fxxy and fyxy both exist in the neighborhood of AB, then necessarily fxab equal to 0 and fyab is equal to 0. Means function f of xy has extreme value at AB, and if fxab fyab both exist, then necessarily fxab equal to 0, fyab equal to 0, both the first derivative equal to 0. This is necessary condition for extrema. Next definition: critical point. A point AB at which fx equal to 0 and fy equal to 0 is called critical point or stationary point. At point AB, both the first derivative means fx and fy 0 is called critical point or stationary point. Saddle point: a critical point at which f of xy has no extreme value is called saddle point. Means at the point where the function is neither maximum nor minimum, then this point is called as saddle point. Next is sufficient condition for extreme. Theorem: let f of xy be function of two variable x and y defined in a region R such that f possesses continuous partial derivative of order n in a certain neighborhood of AB of region R. Further, first order partial derivative at point AB 0 means fxab equal to 0, fyab equal to 0. And if f(xab) denote as R, f(yab) denote as T, f of xyab denoted as S, and delta equal to RT minus S square, then first one, f of AB is minimum value if delta is positive, R is positive. Second one, f of AB is maximum value if delta is positive, R is negative. Third one, f of AB is not an extreme value if delta is negative, and the case is doubtful if delta equal to 0. Prove this. Here given fxab, fyab 0, R as f(xab), T as f(yab) and S as f of xyab, and delta equal to RT minus S square. Then prove this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Proof: Given fxab equal to 0, fyab equal to 0. These are given. fxab, fyab 0. We know Taylor expansion is, f of a plus h b plus k equal to f of ab plus 1 upon 1 factorial into bracket h into fxab plus k into fyab plus 1 upon 2 factorial h square f double xab plus 2hk f of xyab plus k square f double yab plus r3. This is expansion by using Taylor's theorem. This is a Taylor expansion. Now put the value fxab, fyab 0, fxab 0, fyab 0, f double xab as r, f double yab as t, and f of xyab as s here. Therefore we get f of a plus h b plus k equal to f of ab plus 1 upon 1 factorial into bracket h into 0 because fxab 0 plus k into fyab 0 plus 1 upon 2 factorial inside the bracket h square f double xab as r plus 2hk f of xyab as s plus k square f double yab as t plus r3. Now this value is 0. Write down f of ab on left hand side. So we get f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab is equal to, this value is 0, is equal to 1 upon 2 factorial inside the bracket r into h square plus 2 shk plus tk square plus r3. r3 is a remainder, where r3 is called as remainder, consists of terms of third and higher order in h and k. Now again write down f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab equal to 1 upon 2 factorial inside the bracket r into h square plus 2 shk plus tk square plus r3. Denote this as equation number 1. For sufficiently small values of h and k, the sign of equation 1 is same as that of rh square plus 2 shk plus tk square. Write down this bracket rh square plus 2 shk plus tk square equal to, divide by r and multiply by r, 1 upon r inside the bracket r square h square plus 2 shkr plus rtk square multiply by r is equal to, we get 1 upon r inside the bracket r square h square plus 2 r shk plus s square k square and minus s square k square, means add and subtract s square k square and plus rt k square. Now this first 3 term is a perfect square, so is equal to 1 upon r inside the bracket rh plus sk bracket square plus, from the next 2 term k square common inside the bracket rt minus s square into k square. Now case number 1, when rt minus s square is positive greater than 0, rt minus s square positive, therefore rh plus sk bracket square plus rt minus s square into k square. This rt minus s square positive, k its square is always positive, and this first bracket is a square, so this is also positive. So all the term are positive, is positive for all values of h and k. Thus the expression rh square plus 2 shk plus tk square will have the same sign for all h and k. Thus if rt minus s square greater than 0, this rt minus s square is positive, this term is positive, then this total expression is positive, rt minus s square positive, so this total expression positive, and r is also positive, so this right hand side is positive, means f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab greater than or equal to 0. Therefore f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab greater than or equal to 0. Therefore f of a plus h b plus k greater than or equal to f of ab, and hence f of ab is minimum. This is condition of minima. F of ab is lowest value, and f of a plus h b plus k, all these are greater value, so f of ab is minimum. Now case second, if rt minus s square is positive, rt minus s square positive, this value is positive, Therefore, this total value, this total bracket is positive, total bracket positive, but R is negative. This bracket positive, R negative. Then this left hand side is negative. F of A plus H, B plus K minus F of AB is less than 0 because RT minus S square positive. So total bracket positive, but R is negative, R negative. This right hand side is negative. Therefore, F of A plus H, B plus K minus F of AB less than equal to 0. So F of A plus H, B plus K less than or equal to F of AB. And this is condition of maxima, means F of AB is highest value and therefore hence F of AB is maximum. Now again write down F of A plus H, B plus K minus F of AB is 1 upon 2 factorial inside the bracket RH square plus 2 SHK plus TK square plus R3, and value of this bracket is in this way. Now case number 2, when RT minus S square less than 0, this value RT minus S square less than 0. Now if K equal to 0 and H is not equal to 0, if K is 0 and H is not equal to 0, the sign of this expression will be same as that of R. Sign of expression will be same as that of R. And if K is not equal to 0, K is not equal to 0 and RH plus SK, this value is 0, the sign of this expression will be opposite to that of R, since RT minus S square less than 0, because RT minus S square less than 0. Therefore, the sign of this left hand side of 1 is not fixed, sometime positive, sometime negative. This is depend on K is 0 or K is not equal to 0. So sign of this value is not fixed, and therefore f of xy will have neither a maximum nor a minimum at point AB if delta equal to RT minus S square is negative. This value is called as delta. Delta equal to RT minus S square negative, then the function is neither maximum nor minimum. Case number 3, when delta equal to RT minus S square equal to 0. When delta is RT minus S square is 0, then we have this term is equal to 1 upon R inside the bracket. This value is 0, RT minus S square 0, so remains only RH plus SK bracket square 1 upon R into RH plus SK bracket square. If RH plus SK equal to 0, if this value is 0, then the nature of sign of left hand side of 1 depend on R3. Then this sign of this term depend on R3. Thus the case is doubtful. And if R equal to 0, we must have S equal to 0, and therefore RH square plus 2SHK plus TK square equal to TK square, which is 0 when K is 0, whatever H may be. And therefore the case is doubtful. And therefore the case is doubtful if delta equal to RT minus S square equal to 0. Is proof of this theorem. Now write down combined formula extreme value. Maximum and minimum value of function are called extreme value. Let f of xy be given function, then fxab equal to 0 and fyab equal to 0. Let f double xab is r, f of xyab is s, f double yab equal to t, and delta equal to RT minus S square. Then number 1, f of ab is minimum if delta positive and R positive. Second, f of AB is maximum if delta positive and R negative. Number 3, point AB is a saddle point if delta is less than 0. Delta negative, then point AB is saddle point. And fourth one, case is doubtful if delta equal to 0. Number 4, case is doubtful if delta equal to 0. Now by using these formulas, evaluate example. First example, find only critical point of the function x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20. Given function and find only critical point. So for that, assume that f of xy, let f of xy equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20. Find only critical point, so find only first derivative and take first derivative equal to 0 and find the point. So therefore first partial derivative fx, therefore fx equal to dabba x equal to dabba x of x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20. Now its partial derivative with respect to x, derivative of x cube 3x square, derivative of y cube 0, minus 3, derivative of x is 1, so minus 3, derivative of minus 12y 0, derivative of 20 is 0, so fx equal to 3x square minus 3. Fy dabba f by dabba y is dabba y of function f of xy, x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20 is equal to partial derivative of this function with respect to y. So derivative of x cube 0, derivative of y cube 3y square minus derivative of 3x 0, minus 12, derivative of x is 1, so minus 12, and derivative of 20 0. Now take fx equal to 0 and fy equal to 0. For the critical point, take fx equal to 0 and fy equal to 0. We know fx is 3x square minus 3. So 3x square minus 3 is 0 and fy means 3y square minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore we get 3x square equal to 3. So x square equal to 1. Here 3y square equal to 12. So y square equal to 4. Therefore x equal to plus minus 1 and y is equal to plus minus 2. Now value of x means x coordinate and value of y means y coordinate. So critical points are, first point plus 1 plus 2 is first point. Second point minus 1 plus 2, minus 1 plus 2. Next point plus 1 minus 2 and last point minus 1 minus 2. There are 4 critical points. Dear friend, subscribe the channel and share to our friend. Thank you.